photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is the go-go get.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Trubisky going to look to throw right away. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Now Trubisky. Able to hit his target, Claypool. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Steelers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Opportunities as a rookie were limited for Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in a deep Tampa defense, but he still picked up 4 sacks and made 6 starts in 2021, and there should be more to come in 2022 and beyond.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Brady to throw. He'll find Fournette again here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the gun, Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Lock in.
They'll toss to Harris. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We're scoreless after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trubisky will throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's complete to Watt. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down, Trubisky. Completion here to Claypool. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Trubisky. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Brady now on first down. And it's hauled in. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks. And remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Touchdown! Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And some space here. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 78 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That defense just did not budge, and now your punter. Oh, this is why you pay him.
It is. It's exactly why you pay him. But what he's got to be thinking about are a couple of things. Number one, don't step back. Could be a safety. Number two, cut down your time on your mechanics. If you're a 2-step punter, it needs to be 1 step and get rid of the football.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field again, CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
18.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's got room. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Dancing to his left, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He's got a man complete. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 81 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Fournette again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They are feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Now Brady got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown! Leonard Fournette, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. first down. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Fournette. Down right around the 25. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Brady to throw. On the move to his left. It's complete to Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Fournette running right. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.